Hey, leaders. I'm going to wait a minute and see if anybody pops up here. So random, I know. So random. But I just had this on my mind. I was like, you ought to share it with your leaders. Hair looking cray. The baby's asleep for now. If she wakes up, I'll do this video on another day. But I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to pop up here. Hey, Crystal, am I on our leadership page? I know y'all hate it when I ask that. But I have so many pages, and I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm on the right page. So, comment, make sure I'm on the right page. Hey, Jessica. Hey, y'all. Happy Mother Humping Friday. It's been a day today, okay? I'm not having the best day, y'all. I'm not. Y'all say prayer for me, okay? I'm not having the best day, but it's fine. If the baby wakes up, I'll go get her and bring her back here. She probably will wake up literally when I get to the good stuff. But I wanted to pop up here and talk about something real quick. Especially all of you guys are leaders. So that means you have a team, you have people under you, you have people looking at you, you have a front line, you have a down line, you have all the things. Maybe you've been here for a while. Comment how long you've been a consultant. I want to know. How long have you been a consultant? I'm just drinking coffee for the first time. So there's that. How long have you been a consultant? Of course she's waking up. I'm going to go get her real quick, okay? While you guys pop up here. Comment how long you've been a consultant, and I'm going to go get my baby. Hi, Angel. Yeah. Watch my movie real quick. Mama do the video. What? What is it? Watch my movie. Soccer is the best. Or Mickey Mouse. Let's watch Mickey Mouse. Oh, there's Mickey Mouse. Okay, sorry. Told y'all she was gonna wake up. She was gonna wake up as soon as I started the video. It's like she's got a secret tab on me, a secret camera. When I do something, she wakes up. So, how long have you guys? 7 months, a little over 3 years. Okay. So, one of the common things that I hear from directors, star directors, upper leadership, star consultants if you've been here for a while, superstar consultants if you've been here a while, your teams are dropping like flies. You're not motivated. I hate that word motivated, but you're kind of in a blah season of your business. Comment if you're in a blah season of your business. In a season of, people call it the dip. People call it the, we went big. We went big for a long time during the pandemic, right? We went hard. We had massive growth. If you joined during the pandemic, we had massive growth. And now for the last few months, almost a year, we've kind of plateaued a little bit and we're going through a dip. So many leaders are going through it. And it is hard and it is uncomfortable. And it's like, what the fart is even happening? Everybody's quitting. Nobody's working. Everybody's just kind of like dead. There's a doctor I used to work with. We had a nurse, right? This nurse was so lazy. But at 5 o'clock, when it was time to go, she would like jump up, get her coat. She was ready to go. And Dr. Loach would always say, the dead come alive at 5 o'clock. The dead come alive at 5 o'clock, talking about this nurse. I want to first encourage you that you are not the only leader experiencing that. Everybody, including myself, is experiencing that. Frontline, not doing anything. People I've sponsored, okay, I've sponsored over 30 people this year, and I'm like, what y'all doing? I can't get them certified. Like, they're not even announcing their business. They're not even doing their first things first checklist. They're not having a launch party. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we even doing? And it's so frustrating. Team members that were once on fire for their business, they're not anymore. Directors that were once leading, they're not leading anymore. They're ghosts. It's like, where y'all be at? What are we doing? What are we doing? Everybody's kind of like a ghost town. And I want to first encourage you, before anything else, that you are not the only one experiencing that. There is beauty in perseverance. There's beauty in it. Most people quit when it gets hard because it's easy to do, right? Especially if Scentsy is not your full-time thing. Especially if it's a side gig, right? It's easy to say, you know what? I'll quit. Everybody else is quitting. Everybody else is quitting. I quit, so I'm going to put my kit down. It's easier to do that than to persevere. It is hard to persevere through hard times. It's hard. But that's why most people don't find success in this business, because they put their kit down, or they quit booking parties and following up their customers, being consistent on social media, being consistent with your team, okay? Because being consistent on social media and being consistent with your customers is just as important as being consistent for your team. If you're not consistent for your team is watching you as a leader. The day you sponsor somebody is the day you become a leader, like it or not. If you don't want to lead and you don't want to show up for your team, don't sponsor. Because the day you sponsor, the day you send your link to somebody to join under you, you become a leader, whether you like it or not. And it's so important to be consistent, just like you are in your business, booking parties, doing follow-ups, having sponsoring conversations. Just like you're consistent in your personal business, it's just as important to be consistent for your team. Why? When the leader dies, the team dies. I'm going to say that again. When the leader dies, the team dies. Unless they have a strong-rooted, deep-rooted why for why they are doing this, they're watching their leader. They're watching the person they sponsored. They're watching. And it's easier to quit when times get hard than to persevere through them. So listen, if you're a leader above, you promoted to lead, you promoted to star, you promoted to superstar, you promoted to director, whatever your rank is. You built that one time before. You did the work to promote. You did the work to get where you are. You did the work. So maybe you're in a season where your team is just like flaking. You have to rebuild. You built it before. You can build it again. Maybe your business isn't where you want it to be. Maybe your PRV was popping at one time, and you were sponsoring all the people at one time. Maybe your business was just popping, and it's not anymore. You built it once. You can rebuild it again. And it's easier because you know what to do. When you first join, right? Hit shooting star, hit certify, sensational start period. Okay, when you first joined, you were doing all those things. Pretend you're a brand new consultant. If you are struggling in your business right now, struggling in leadership, struggling with your team, struggling in your personal business, you built it once. You can build it again. Listen to me. The same team that got you to your promotion, the same team that promoted you, the same team that rode the waves with you, are not going to be the same team. It's not going to be the same team that sustains it. The same group of directors that promoted me to superstar director, you have to have 4 frontline directors to promote to superstar director, are not the same 4 directors that keep me at superstar director. You hear me? 4 out of the four people when I promoted superstar director, two are the same directors that are still with me. I had to keep building and working and showing up and being consistent and leading and doing one-on-one calls or one-on-one texting and mentoring one-on-one, showing up for my team, showing up for my group consistently to continue to build leaders and continue to build directors and continue to build my business, continuing to party so that I could have a people to sponsor and have sponsoring conversations with. Then those people join, find the rock stars out of that group, work with them, help them, mentor them, show them the ropes. The same team that got you where you are is not going to be the same team that stays with you. That's life. Not everybody's in it full time. Not everybody is in this to retire as a Sensi person. Not everybody's going to ride the waves with you. Not everybody's going to go through the hard times with you. It's easier to throw your business away when times are tough. It's easy to throw, especially if this isn't your full-time thing, if this is a side thing for you. If you have something happen with your family or something happen in your life and something has to go, Sensi's normally the thing that people put down. Sadly, it's the thing that can change their entire life. But in the moment when life is hard and business is hard and your team's already deuced out and people are like, oh my God, nobody on my team is doing anything. Are you sponsoring? Are you continuing to rebuild every single month? Are you partying every single month so you can replenish your customer base and build your customer base? Are you replenishing what you built? Are you replenishing so that you can continue to have follow-ups and continue to book parties and continue to have hosts and continue to have people to have sponsoring conversations with? Building never stops. You don't get to a place or a title where you say, I have arrived. Oh my God, I have made it the superstar director. I don't have to book no more parties. I don't have to sponsor no more people. I don't have to do nothing. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You don't ever get to a place in this business where you say, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I ain't got to do nothing no more. You can, but what happens is it's going to fall. It's going to die. That is going to die. All that bad, the people that, not bad, that's a bad word, but the people that don't want this business or the people that are hobbyists, they're going to fade. You have to keep replenishing. You have to keep watering. The flower, the tree, the garden is not going to continue to grow if you're not feeding it. It's not going to continue to grow if you're not watering it. So if you're in a place of discouragement in your business, specifically leadership is what I'm talking about. If you're in a place where your team is just like, and everybody's like, and you're even like, and it's okay to say you're because you know what? I'm in that same season right now where I'm just like, I don't want to work. I don't want to work, but I'm going to work. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm gonna do it. Feelings are temporary. Feelings are temporary. What happens is people take their feelings and what's happening right now in the moment and they make temporary decisions off of it and they throw their business away. They throw everything that they've worked for. I've seen many directors throw their entire business away because of a bad few months. Everything in this business can change. It takes one person. One customer can change your entire business. One person you sponsor can change your entire business. One team member on your team can change your entire business. And you don't know what person that is. You have no clue until you do it. Until you act. I said this to my team on my team call last night. Just start. Just start. If you don't know where to start, just start. Have a relaunch party. Book some parties. Do some follow-ups with people that have ordered from you in the past and ask them, do you want to get some free smell goods? Just start. Stop worrying about what was. Oh, my team was popping at one time. I was getting paid at title at one time. I was close to promoting at one time, and I'm not. It's not over. Stop calling quits and closing your business up because of a bad month, a bad 6 months, and a bad year. Stop closing the book on everything that you've worked so hard to build when you first joined. Stop it. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when I watch so many people full of fire go through something and they throw their entire business away. And they're like, I'll just start back in a few months. I'm like, yeah, but if you do that, your team's going to die. And when your team dies, you're going to have to rebuild and you're going to have to start from scratch. And it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder. I do a team call once a month, and the topic just depends on the month, Lauren. It just really depends on what's going on that month. But I do it once a month, and I just started them back in November to build community within my team again. I needed that community. There were so many new people. I needed connection. I needed them to connect with each other. I needed that because people stay when there's community. People stay when they feel good about where they are. People stay when they feel valued, when they feel important. when they feel recognized. People stay in that environment. I would have been at my nursing job for as long as I loved my job. Loved it. There was no recognition. There was no accolades. I worked short. Didn't have coverage. Did the job with 4 or 5 people. Not even a good job. No, I mean, people stay where they're appreciated and where they're recognized. So community, building community and connection. I started when I was a lead consultant, building a community within my team. So listen, you built it once. You can build it again. You promoted to lead once. You can do it again. You promoted to star once. You can do it again. You promoted to superstar consultant once. You can do it again. Just because there's a dip and your team is dying, or maybe your personal business is kind of like, ugh, you can build it again. You can build it again. It's not over. It should be easier because you at least know the basics. So you know the groundwork that has to be done to get there. It's just so discouraging when you've been paid a title for years and now you're not. Or you had a group of this many or a team of this many and now you don't. Or you were sponsoring so good at one time and now you're not. Or your PRV was so good at one time and now it's not. It ain't over. It ain't over. It's a brand spanking new year. Pretend you're a new consultant. Your team's not growing. When's the last time you've sponsored? You have to sponsor. How are you going to sponsor? You're going to book you some parties and meet some people and get to know them and build relationships with them and sponsor them. You built it before. You can build it again. You built it before. You can build it again. Rebuild. The tools are there. Your toolbox is there. I shared a Google Drive that I created over Christmas break with you guys that literally has everything you need in it to be successful. Pick up your toolbox. Pick up your resources. Pick up those challenges your leaders challenge you to do. Book those parties. Do that follow-up system. Your toolbox is ready for you. Your toolbox has been ready for you. Open it. Use it. Don't let what was discourage you for so long that you throw your entire business and everything that you worked so hard for away. Don't. Rebuild it. Rebuild it. I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm rebuilding. My frontline's dead. They don't want this business. They don't want it. They're not excited anymore. I have to find excited blood. I'm rebuilding. Rebuilding never stops. It never stops. So if you're going through it, number one, know that you're not alone. Other people are experiencing the same exact things, but do something about it. You know how you're going to fix it? Action. Actions are what is going to change your business. Stop saying you want it. Stop saying you want it, but you're not doing anything about it. It's the same thing. I've been complaining about my weight for over a year now since I've had her. James here every week. I'm so tired of being fat. I'm so tired of being overweight. I'm so tired of feeling tired. I'm so tired of not having no energy. I'm so tired of not fitting in clothes. I'm so tired of being embarrassed about my weight. And then finally, like 2 weeks ago, I'm like, Katie, you say you want to lose weight. Well, what the fuck are you doing about it? You're not doing anything about it. You say you want to, but your actions and your words, they on a different page. They're on a different planet. They're on a different planet. Hi, beautiful. They're on a different planet. Your words and your actions have to match. You can't keep saying you want something if you're not doing anything about it. So last week, I started getting up at 5 o'clock every morning to exercise before my children wake up, before my phone starts going up. I've been eating better. I've been walking once a day on top of doing my exercises and eating better, and I feel better because I am doing something about it. For over a year, I've been saying I want to lose weight. I want to be healthier. But my actions were not aligning with my words. Stop saying you want your business or you want to be successful. You want to find success in this business. You want to have 2,000 PRV. You want to earn an incentive. You want to sponsor. Stop saying you want and do something about it. You are the only one in control. You are the only one in control. Since Monday, I've said I was going to book some parties. I already have 4 booked, but I wanted 2 more booked. Since Monday, I've been saying I want to book some parties. I have my list of people I want to ask. I just don't want to do it. I just didn't want to do it. Until yesterday. I said, you know what? You say you want to, Katie, but you darn sure ain't doing nothing about it. And I sat down, and I asked some people, and I only wanted to get 2 booked, and I got 3 more booked. I got 3 more booked. My actions have to align with my words. I can't just throw it into the universe. I want to earn an incentive. I want to be successful. I want to sponsor. But not do anything about it. That's just words. It's just lip talk. And lip talk isn't what's going to grow your business. One of my biggest pet peeves. I'm not going to say a pet peeve. When people write long posts saying, I'm struggling in PRV, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, this is going on, this, and this, I'm struggling, my business is day, especially if it's like the 2nd, and they're like, oh my God, it's going to be a bad month. I'm like, dude, it's the 2nd. Your month can change at any given moment. You are in the driver's seat of that. But when people write these lengthy posts complaining about what's wrong in their business, and in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, she could have taken that time and booked 3 parties. There was a time last year when sis was never sleeping. She wouldn't take her naps. Wouldn't sleep at night. And I would have to book parties. And as soon as my husband would get home, I would tell him, honey, I have to go book parties. I have to increase my PRV. I have to book parties. I'm going outside for 10 minutes. I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb for 10 minutes. And I'm not coming back in here until I have 3 parties booked. And that's how I worked my business last year. He would walk in. I'm like, I got to go have some sponsoring conversations. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You can do a lot when you're under pressure. You can do a lot when you have this much time and you know exactly what you need to do. That's why I have my label system. I know exactly what I need to do today. I don't know what time I'm going to get it done. I don't know. That I don't know. Circumstances change every single day. I had a horrible morning. Horrible morning. I left my kid's backpack at home. Sis screamed all the way to and from school. We haven't had the best start to the day. My circumstances are going to change every single day. Something's going to happen every single day. If most of you guys don't know this, I'll share this on my leadership page. I didn't share this in my team page. My brother decided he no longer wanted to be a husband or a father. So in November, he moved to Arkansas and he left his daughter here with my parents, who are not in the best place to take care of her. So me and James have stepped in. Me and my husband have stepped in to help take care of her. If I get emotional, it's fine. It's fine. Y'all know what y'all get from me. And it was in a shock. It was literally in the middle of the night. He dropped her off between 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and moved to Arkansas. And she's been here since. And, it shook up my family, shook up my parents. And, of course, she has autism. And she has the brain. She's 15, but she has the brain of a 6-year-old. So she doesn't know what's going on. Her mom is a piece of crap, too. I'm just going to say it. She didn't get the luck of the draw with parents from mother or father. Well, he decided last week he wanted to be a father again. And right now, it's happening right now. Her grandfather is taking her to Tennessee to meet him. And she's moving to Arkansas. And I'm devastated. I am devastated. And very full of fear for her. Very full of fear for her. So for 2.5 months, I've been taking care of a child that's not mine. And loving her. And now she's ripped up. And it's hard. It's hard. It's a very, very hard thing to navigate when you lose a sibling, because I have nothing to say to him anymore. I literally have nothing to say to him. Trying to run a business, a household, lead a group, be present for my children. And this was all around Christmas time. So we did her Santa Claus for her. So Santa visited her. It was all literally at the worst timing it probably could have ever happened. Circumstances happen. Okay? I could not have predicted that was going to happen. My kid got sick. The youngest one has been sick every other week since October. Literally every other week. She got sick Aiden's last week of school. If you have kids in school, you know they do a lot of Christmas stuff the last week of school. Christmas parties, Christmas plays. They have all the Christmas stuff going on. And that's when my personal business is the busiest. All of those things I cannot control. They're out of my control. My circumstances change daily. Is my kid going to wake up sick? Is she going to be running a fever? Is she going to scream all the way to school? Am I going to leave a book bag at home? Is a kid going to get dropped off at my doorstep in the middle of the night? Those are circumstances I can't control. I know that about my business, that every day, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't control that. But what I can control is knowing exactly what I need to do every day. I know Wednesdays I'm going to book parties every single day. Every single Wednesday, I'm going to book parties. Every Thursday, I'm going to have sponsoring conversations. Every Monday, I'm going to have follow-ups. Every Tuesday, I'm going to check in on my team. And I'm going to reach out one-on-one. And I'm going to text them. And I'm going to check in on my leaders. That I know. The time, I don't know. When will I get that done? That I don't know. But I have my who written down, who I'm going to talk to. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's the when that is always... Is it going to be in the morning? Is it going to be in the afternoon? Is she going to take it up? We don't know. It's the when. But I know what the what is. Do you know what the what is? The what of your business, the PRV, the sponsoring, the working with your team, should never change. Once you know your who is your customer base, the when you can do in such a short amount of time. Especially if you're crunched for time. Last year was rough with her. Was rough. And I would only have 5 minutes. But I could book a lot of parties in 5 minutes when you're under crunch time. And have a lot of sponsoring conversations. I write, these are my potential hosts I'm going to talk to next Wednesday. I know who I'm going to talk to. It's the when. It's the when. When I get time, I'm going to do it. And you don't need a lot of time. You can do a lot under crunch time. So I said all that to say this. For some of you, it's time to rebuild. You built it before. You can build it again. You have the framework. The framework's up. The framework's up. You can rebuild it again. Get your toolbox out. Open it. And let's build. Let's build. Don't throw away everything you worked for because you had a bad few months. Or you didn't get paid at title for months. Or you struggled. Or you haven't promoted and you thought you've promoted by now. Stop throwing your business away. Stop locking your business up because it gets hard. Rebuild. When's the last time you've sponsored? If you haven't gotten paid at title, when's the last time you sponsored? When's the last time you've had parties booked if your PRV is struggling? Those are things you're in control over. Take control of your business. Get behind the driver's seat of that business and put that baby in drive. Stop keeping it in neutral. You're keeping your business in neutral. Put it in drive. It's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild. You did it before. You can do it again. Okay, I love you guys. Let me go feed my child some lunch. And see, little fun fact to make y'all giggle. She learned a new trick. She learned how to take her diaper off underneath her clothes, which I actually am quite impressed. Quite impressed at her coordination skills, that she can unhook her diaper underneath her clothes. So unless I look, I don't know her diaper's unhooked until her clothes are soaked. So this is a new game she started yesterday. She thinks it's very cute. And I know when she doesn't now because she looks at me with that sneaky grin. And I'm like, stop doing that. Please, for the love of Jesus, stop unhooking your diaper. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? So it's a fun game. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. I love y'all. You're not alone in this. But we as leaders, not just directors, listen, as leaders, we have to lead together. We have to steer this boat together. It's not Katie, not Ray Ray, not Stacy, not Kayla, not Lauren, we have to do it together. That starts at lead. How are you showing up for your team? Just as important as it is to be consistent for your customers, it's just as important to be consistent for your team. We have to do this together or it will not work. We have to lead together. We have to show up together. We have to share together. We have to train together. I know some of you guys, I don't want to train because I'm so scared. Stop being scared. Your team needs to see you. They need to see you share a tip. They need to see you go live. They need to see you screenshot how you booked parties and share it to your team page. They need to see you show up. And we can do it together. Together. You're not going to do it again. Nobody will ever lead alone. We're going to lead together. We're going to steer together. We are going to row. Y'all like that? We're going to row together. It takes us all to do it. Stop thinking you're not good enough to lead. Stop thinking you have nothing good enough to share. Stop thinking her idea is better. I'm not worthy enough to share on anything. Share. Row with me for the love of sweet baby Jesus. Please pick up some oars with me. Please pick up some oars with Ray Ray. Please pick up some oars with Kayla and Stacy. For the love of sweet baby Jesus. Pick up some oars and row with us so the weight of leadership is not so heavy, because it does get exhausting and it does feel discouraged when you pour all you have in. And everybody's like, where are we at? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's like, are they alive? Like, hello, leaders with a dream. Are you awake? Please row with us. Please. Because we didn't sponsor the people you sponsored. We are not the leader of your team. But we're willing to row with you. So you're not rowing alone. We are willing to pick up some oars and row with you. Please don't make us row alone in 2023. 2022 was hard because it felt like we were leading alone. We have to row together. If we're going to go through every wave that this business has to go through, every high and low, we all have to be rowing together. Pick up the row. Open your toolbox. Let's build what you've built before. You can do it again. You can build it again. You did it before. You can do it again. So, I love you guys. Let me go feed this child some food. Because she, like her mama, we be getting hangry around here. I love y'all. Here is to an amazing 2023. Because I feel it so deep in my core that this is going to be a pivotal year. Everything that you do right now pays off in 3 months. Every sponsoring conversation you have, every party you have, every follow-up you have, everything you do right now, stop looking for immediate satisfaction. Stop looking for immediate results. Don't happen that way. The best things in life are built. Built. Time and effort. Okay? I love you guys. Can you tell them bye-bye? Can you tell them bye-bye? Let's see. You tell them bye-byes? Tell them bye-bye, baby. You tell them bye-bye? You blow a kiss? Not gonna do it. You blow a kiss? Say bye-bye. Tell bye-bye. Mwah. Say mwah. Love y'all. Y'all have a good Friday. Bye.